Okay, so hi everybody. If you're here, if you're new here, if you haven't met me before, my name's Lindsay Quisenberry. I am part of the Wags to Wickless team. I just promoted to director in October of 2022. So I haven't come up with a team name for myself yet, so I'm still working on that. But I just wanted to do a quick little training with you guys tonight. Okay, I've got open what I needed. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a program that I started using called MailChimp. So I've become a fan of emails. I got laid off from my 9 to 5 job at the end of November, and I have started to use them to send them for thank yous immediately after I get an order on the personal website on my PWS. And then once I get a notification that a customer has their order shipped, then I'll go ahead and throw something in the mail. I've got thank you notes like right behind what I'm working on right here. If I can find one. I've got little thank you notes like this and like this, just simple ones. I've got some other ones that are a little bit cuter too, but I just keep them on top of my desk. I write a quick little note in there, say thank you for your order. I saw that it's shipped, yada yada. Um, but anyway, emails have been a favorite of mine. Sorry, y'all, I have to plug my computer in. Okay, emails have become a favorite of mine because they are super budget friendly for somebody like me that's now working on that kind of thing. So I was told by another leader about MailChimp and I kind of taught myself how to use it. It took me 4 hours. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I'm going through and I'm creating my whole template and whatever. And I was just like, there's got to be an easier way. I didn't see any other trainings on MailChimp at that time. So I wanted to just provide one for you guys for this exact reason, because I wanted it to be easier for y'all if you choose to do it. So the point of it, the reason why I've started to do it, is for customer connection and communication, to be able to email them and say, hey, this is what's going on this week. This is what's coming up new next week. I'm trying to do them every Friday for the reason of for the reason of being able to communicate to customers things that we as consultants have been communicated with on Thursday. Like if we get a news tab article that says, oh, hey, this is launching on Monday, or hey, we're going to have a sale, or hey, whatever. Or even if I'm just doing, I like to do Friday favorites in my VIP group. So if I have Friday favorites, I want to be able to communicate that with my customer as well and be like, these are the things that I'm highlighting this week. These are my favorite waxes that I'm warming in my home this week, yada, yada, yada. It's not necessarily an income producing activity, but it's been helpful for me to just be able to communicate with them more and just form a little bit more of a connection, not necessarily one-on-one communication through an email, obviously, but it gives me that opportunity to constantly be in touch with them without being spammy and without having to spend a lot of money. So I'm going to go ahead and start a screen share. I had a couple different things that I wanted to touch on before I started that, but I'm going to start my screen share for this. You guys tell me if you can see that. So you should be able to see. Cool. Thanks, Becca. Okay. So what I'm going to show you guys, this is MailChimp. When you sign in, it will ask you to create your own account. So like right down here where it says Lindsay, I can go to my profile and it shows me like different photos, independent Cincy consultant, my stuff, all that jazz. So if you just go to the dashboard, I pretty much do everything from the dashboard. There's an option that you can do for a paid version. I tested that for a month. I don't think it's worth it. It's, I think, $10 for the cheapest one. And like I said, I'm on a budget, so I don't see the point in doing that. I think that you guys are going to be better off for a free version. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So you can click on email templates up here in, I need this to be smaller. I need it. Okay, tiny. I'm going to click create template. and I'm going to click basic. So this one column, this is what I like to do. It's kind of a skinnier version so that when you're doing it on a phone, like when you're scrolling it on your phone, that you have the opportunity to have that. It just looks better. I'll show you guys what I mean in a minute. So I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of this, and then I'm going to jump into one that I've already created to kind of show you guys how that looks and kind of show you guys how I could play around with that. So for this part right here for logo, I'm going to show you guys what I did in Canva. It's super similar to what I did for what I posted for y'all earlier. Sorry, I can't see squat behind this. Okay. Say you guys are gonna see all this la di da di da. Hopefully it doesn't pop up any personal information, just signs me in. Okay, so this one right here is the one that I have. Oh, get out of my face. Come on. This is the one that I have for my logo that I put at the top of my email. This picture is just a regular picture of me. You can go into any pictures that you have of yourself, like this one right here if I wanted it. I like this one of me because it's got Disney stuff in it and I'm a Disney fan. So then what you will do is come over here to edit image and then do background remover. If you don't have the pro version of Canva, you can't do this, but you don't have to remove the background. Do it for whatever feels authentic to you. I just like to remove the background because I take a lot of pictures in my kitchen, just because it's good lighting in there. So I like to remove the background of my cabinets and stuff. So I put that over there. I put my name and stuff over to the side. And then I like to tell them if you have questions, one order for yourself, blah, 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 blah. So this is just something that's going to be a header at the top of my email. I wanted to show y'all how to do that in case you didn't know how to work Canva. These little boxes that I have over here, it's as simple as clicking text, add a text box, and it'll say test text box. There you go. You can edit it that way. You can click on it, move it around. If you want more information on Canva, there's a bajillion trainings on that, and reach out to me and I can help you do whatever you want me to do. I'm going to edit this back to the way I had it before just because I don't want it to be wonky later. Okay, close that out. So as far as that goes for my logo right here, that's where you could put a logo if you want to create one. Down here, it gives you a little bit of some information about designing your email. Normally what I do, I'm going to be 100% honest because I trained myself how to do this. I literally clicked an X on every single one of these. I deleted it because when I clicked the preview button, I didn't like the way that it looked, and I felt like it was overwhelming for me. I wanted something that was basic for me to be able to start with, and I could just do what I wanted to do. So as far as logo goes right here, it'll give you an option to upload one. And then content blocks are going to be down here. So I'm going to show you guys how to upload that image. I'm sure I have one hiding over here somewhere. Sorry, if I was smart, I'd have had them tested and over to the side and ready to go. But clearly, that's not the case. Okay, here we go. There it is. So you can literally take it straight from here, your downloads folder, your file folder, whatever you want, and drag and drop it immediately into there. Well, you normally can. We'll just click on image. And then we can delete this. And I'll do that same thing again since it didn't work for me the first time. Okay, so you can drag and drop. And then boom, it's going to upload it for you. Ta-da! So that's what I put at the top of mine. And then save and close because I have no reason to edit anything right there. It has all the information that I want it to, and everything else that I'm going to put on there is underneath it. So you can do things like drag and drop a text blocks right here, and you can say test text block. You could say Fabulous Friday, February, whatever you want to say. I have two specific themes that I like to use for myself. And when I say themes, I'm talking about fonts. I just like to edit them based on however I'm feeling at that moment. So maybe I want that, maybe I don't. So you can save and close it. You can drag and drop a divider underneath it, and that's just a pretty little line. And you can edit that however you want to do it. You can make it thicker, you can make it thinner, you can make it a different color, and so on and so forth. that kind of stuff is kind of irrelevant. So if you're getting the gist of it, I'm going to go ahead and move into a different template that I have. It's going to ask me to save this. Okay. So once you have your templates that you use, okay, sorry, Becca. Yeah, I just saw your message. It definitely is. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is not user friendly, but having to teach myself how to do it, I liked it. So this is the one I didn't do one this past week because I was focused on World Tour. So I mailed one out at the very, very end of January, just giving everybody a little bit of a detail. And then I have to create my one for this week. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like when you click enter preview mode over here in the top right hand corner, preview and test. I'm going to click enter preview mode. I do not send them through MailChimp. I copy and paste this and I send it through the contacts tab of the workstation, because that's how it's easiest for me. So this is just, I'm not going to sit here and read all this to you guys. It's going to take way too long. But there's just a couple different things we'll go through. I'll show you guys how I edited this, but this is just like a snippet, a little jizzy jazzy bit of what I sent out to everybody. There are some things that I'm going to keep in there. There are some things that I'm going to remove. This is a clickable link. So you see how it changed it to the little like pointy thing. This is a clickable link. This one is a clickable link that takes them straight to the Bring Back My Bars on my website. This one takes them straight to my VIP group. This one takes them, this underlined link takes them straight to Scentsy Club. This one takes them straight to the Twine to Unwind warmer. This one took them to the Disney one. Obviously, this was the last day of January, so this isn't relevant necessarily anymore. This diffuser deal is no longer a deal, but I'll still probably include something about diffusers because myself, I've always been a wax and warmers gal, but I've really been into our diffusers more lately. So I'm still going to include something about that. The picture for the whiff box is out now. I don't personally have one yet, but the picture is out now, so I can still put that in there. This is no longer relevant. So let's go in there and I'm going to show you guys how to edit that. I'm not going to send one right this minute, but I will as well show you guys how to send one. I'm going to try and wrap this up in the next 10 minutes or so, just so you know. So that way, if anybody has any questions or anything, if I have knowledge about any of it, I'll do my best to try and help you guys out. So, like I said, this is my little logo. I leave it at the top. These drop content blocks, obviously those are not in the preview that gets sent out. And I'll also show you guys how it looks because I send them to myself too, just to make sure that they work. So I'll show you guys how it looks when I pull it up on my phone. Because that's, I don't know about anybody else, but that's how most people read their emails these days. So this right here is its own little text block. So I can click the edit tool right here and I can say, welcome to February. Or whatever we want to say at that point. This isn't going to be the exact one that I send out, so I'm just going to show you guys how I edit it. In terms of changing the color for font is super easy. It's just right here. If you want it to be a highlighted background, there you go. Don't like that, so I'm going to click the undo button. So always save and close. It auto saves for you. When it gets done auto saving, you can immediately sign back in and you can do it. I will say I have found that the easiest way to do it is either laptop, desktop, or my iPad. I have like a big, it's underneath my computer right now, but I have a big old honking iPad. And so it works very much like a computer for me. And I'm an Apple user anyway, so I know how to use it. I will say though, it's still not as user friendly because if I want to highlight something to make it a clickable link, it doesn't work that well. So, and as far as this box right here, this is something, let me get this out of my way. This is something right here that you can delete this. This particular line is different than this line. This line, if you guys can see this one that I'm pointing to that's highlighting, that's technically a divider that I dragged and dropped in there. This line that is in this text block is, where did I find it? Oh, this right here. You see how I inserted that one at the very top of the page now? So if you're in the middle of a text block or something and you want it, you can click this little block and it'll create a whole bunch of lines for you, however many you want. And I think you can make them as thick or thin as you want. This is just an underlined word. It's not a clickable link, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to save and close it. Oh, did want to show you one other thing. Sorry. When you're doing a boxed text, which this is just regular text, this is boxed text, this is the divider. So text, box text, divider. When you're doing box text, you can go into the style tab, and this is how you're going to change that background color. I normally like to make it my own, so I'll drag and drop and I'll just kind of click around until I find one that I like. So I've been doing very purpley colors, and I like to do kind of a pastel or a muted purple. So that's probably what I'll also change most of my font colors to, but that's how you change that when you're doing a boxed text. And like I was saying, that I have these two different types of fonts that I like to use. You can highlight them one at a time. You can change your orientation. So it all looks like it's a left orientation here, but obviously I have it set up for a centered orientation. And same thing, I can highlight the whole thing and I can make it a right orientation, left, and so on and so forth. I think that's all I wanted to show you in that part. So this part is going to be irrelevant, but this is as easy as it is. Let me duplicate that to show you guys. So if you get done, you're in the middle of working on your template and you're like, okay, I really like the way that this looks, but I want more than one of them, but I don't want to have to do it all over again. You can click that little duplicate block button right there. And that way you can go in here and you can change these words and it'll be similar, but not the exact same as this. So that way you don't have to completely go through again, drag and drop a box, so on and so forth. Hopefully this is making sense. Like I said, I'm going to give some time at the end in case anybody has any questions. So if you do, either pop it in a chat or just let me know and I'll go back and I'll look at those because I can't see them right now. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to delete a couple of these because I'm not going to need them later this week anyway. This is another divider. So again, this is irrelevant for this month, but there is something that I want to show you about this. So this particular one that's highlighted right now is called an image plus text, image and text, image plus text, whatever you want to call it. So if I click the edit button, this is something that I had to teach myself after the fact because I was like, oh, what's in here? You can arrange how you want. You see how like the whiff box just popped up just now? You can arrange how you want it to look. So like if you want the picture on the left, if you want the picture on the right, or sorry, that was backwards, but you get it. If you want the picture on the top, if you want the picture on the bottom, and like you have words with it, there you go. That's how you do that. It took me a while to learn that, so I wanted to pop that out there for you guys. I like to kind of have these go side to side just to keep it visually appealing when I'm sending out an email to my customers so that it'll draw their eyes to one side of the screen and then draw their eyes to another. And that's really where these little dividers come in handy. You can drag and drop them in between. So that way, when your customers are looking at it, it kind of flows better. It's like, okay, this part is this one, this part's that one. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm going to show you guys next is in terms of the I'm going to show you guys something about the buttons and about the clickable link. I don't really do anything else in here. The social follow, I haven't played with that yet, so I don't really know much about that, so I can't really tell you guys anything. But I'm going to show you guys about this button because that's what this is right here. And then I'm going to show you guys how I do these clickable links in here. So you see how that one comes a link. So we'll start with this one first since it's already right here. So this where it says snag it here now, what I will do is go to my website and then, sorry, it's got Zoom popping up in the background. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. So this is all going to be irrelevant because it is not there anymore. So there you go. I like to do my last email of the ones that I've done anyway. My last email of the month, I like to have it say warmer of the month, last chance, first glance. But like this one, obviously, is just going to be highlighted as warmer of the month. So I'll leave it as that. And then right here where it says February warmer, I will probably do these above the wording. Because there's a divider underneath here. So this will show all of it. It'll showcase it. But in this text where I'm editing it, where it says, if you're wanting in on it, shop here, I will go into specials, scent and warmer of the month. And then obviously right here, it's going to show a twine to unwind warmer. I am going to edit this since last month it was a little bit different. It's not wanting to load right now. It's probably my husband's on the Wi-Fi and everybody else is on the Wi-Fi as far as my phone, his tablet, all that jazz. So I'm just going to copy this and go into here, and I have to highlight this text because where I said shop here, if you click this little link right here, this little button, it'll give you the option to do this here. Obviously you see it's already linked right there, but now I'm going to have it linked to that very specific warmer, and then I can click insert. So now it's going to be to where I hover it over here, it will take me directly to the twine to unwind warmer. Like I was saying, this isn't how it's actually going to look for my email this week. I just am doing this for training purposes. So what I'm going to wind up doing is taking a couple photos of the warmer, the bar itself, whether I'm making samples of it, whether I just want to showcase the bar, whether I want to showcase the front of it, whatever, I'll take a couple of photos of it. And then what I'll do is do right here where it says image group, and I'll come down here. And then this is where I will upload those. Because I have an iPhone and a Mac, I typically will airdrop my photos to my laptop because I've got so many that they don't all pull up in my photos. And then that way they immediately pull up right here for me in my downloads. And it'll be the first top two, like whatever ones I'm working with, it'll be at the very top. So that's what's easiest for me. You do whatever's easiest for you. You can also, when you're in here, you can add them. You see how it says add another image. So if I wanted to have a group of 3, a group of 4, I think it lets you add all the way up to 5. And then, yeah. And then you can change the layout too. So if you want to have your images showcased a different way, you can do it that way. When you go back in here, I can click remove. I'm only going to have 2 showcase at the very most. So I'll leave it like that. And then I'll have another block of text down here for me to be able to highlight the scent specifically. And then when I'm highlighting the scent, I'm just going to copy and remove this to show you guys. When I'm highlighting the scent down in this portion, what I'll do is shop. Oh, that's the one thing that I don't like about it. Is if you go down too many times, it'll like put you back at your normal text. I don't like that. Keep it the way I wanted it. Okay, so I'm going to highlight pink coconut. I'm going to click the link again, go over here, go to scent and warmer of the month, and then specifically click on pink coconut bar. Okay, thanks, Zoom. Yeah, we know I'm cheap. I didn't pay for the expensive one. Told you guys, balling on a budget over here. So delete that part, put it in there, insert, ta-di-da. You can also, if you want to, you can change the color of this text still. It doesn't matter that it's a link. You can change it to whatever color you want. So I'm going to delete that just to be able to show you guys this next portion because I'm running a little bit low on time now. So as far as the button, you can drag and drop a button. You can edit it to say anything you want. You can come over here to style and you can change the button color to whatever color you want it to be. You can also change the font to whatever font you want it to be. I told you those are my 2 fonts that I like. So, and then as far as content goes, like if I wanted it to do view our current catalog, because our current catalog's on sale. In case you didn't know, if you're new here, our catalog is on sale for 10% off. Most things in our catalog are anywhere from 10 to 30% off this month. So view my catalog. I can change this to view the current catalog. Obviously it's time sensitive or case sensitive. So keep that in mind. That's just that if you want to look at that, if you are interested in that part. I don't want this here. We're just gonna get rid of it. So I think that's everything I wanted to show you. Okay, so you can keep them as long as short as you want them. I have a little notion down here for Valentine's Day. I actually borrowed another consultant's images right here. You can also edit your image. So like this image was actually a longer one, like a rectangle, like what you would put in your story, but you can go in here and you can crop it to whatever you want. So I had it cropped to this size, yada, yada, yada. I think that's all I wanted to show you as far as that goes. And then I will show you as well my other one when I'm saying you can keep your email as long or as short as you want. I had an email that I did as well for the flash sale. It was super, super quick, super fast, easy. This is all I did. Mystery bags, the different bundles that there were, yada, yada, yada. So that one was obviously super short in comparison to this other one that I just got done showing you. My weekly emails, I like to highlight a little bit more. What the heck was that noise? My husband and my son are both out there, so my son was supposed to be asleep and he didn't go to sleep yet. So okay, I'm going to show you guys this preview and then I'm going to show you guys how I send it, and then we'll do a quick little Q&A if you guys have any. So what I do in order to send it, I'll preview it, make sure that everything I want is on there. I need to get rid of yes. And then literally you just highlight everything, the whole shebang, copy it, go into your workstation, and then you will go to, you can send it to like literally as many or as few people as you want. Y'all see that low PRD right now? It's okay. Sometimes it happens like that. I've got orders to place this weekend, so it'll be fine. I like to sort by my last purchase date, and then, well, up here, please. And then what you'll do is you can click however many you want. You can sort them for the top 50, however many you want. And then right here, you'll click email. So you can say Friday favorites. You could say whatever you want for the subject. And then literally you just paste it and ta-da, it'll send it to you the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to stop sharing. I don't know how to stop sharing, guys. So okay, nope, didn't need to stop my video. You guys, somebody tell me how to stop sharing my screen. Somebody, anybody, everybody? Oh, stop share. Huh, I figured it out. Okay. Let me show you guys really quickly what it looks like on my phone when it comes through. Maybe. Okay. So when it comes through on my phone, I have my that's made it worse. I have my text set to be super small, so it shows a little bit smaller on my phone than it would on somebody else's, but that's how it looks when it comes through on your phone. So okay, Mariah, you are so welcome. I am going to set it as a gallery again. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, we've got about 5 minutes left. Woo! And if you have any questions about anything, if I didn't cover it, then holler at me. What's up, Miss Rebecca?
So I had no idea that you could paste into the dashboard contact page and it would do all the links and everything. So I'm like, my mind is like blown.
Yay!
So thank you for that tip.
You're so welcome. Okay, Haley just said highly recommend sending not from MailChimp. Just like Lindsay did, I've been to many trainings on mass email communication. One common topic is that many mail servers were spam emails from MailChimp because they know it's from a mass emailer. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. So the only reason that I didn't send it from MailChimp is because, like I said, I'm cheap. I'm working on a big budget and or on a little budget. I'm working very tightly on a budget. I don't know. I can't get my words right now. But you have to pay for every email that you send if you're sending it out of MailChimp. So clearly, like I just showed you guys on my phone, it will come through the proper way. It shows through in the exact same like set that you've already worked on for that whole time. Like I said, so that's the same email template that I have edited every week since I've started doing this. I started doing them before the end of last year, and it took me literally like 4 hours to build my template. So now every week I just go in and I like drag and drop new pictures that I want. I edit the different wording that I want. I'll change a block text here. I'll add a divider there. I'll add a new button here and there. And so it's so much easier. It is just that pain of having to get it all in there. So that's definitely a pain in the tush. But once you get it in there, you can literally like, okay, I know, map it on a piece of paper if you want. I'm old school like that. I love pen and paper. I take all my notes that way. I'm not a note on the phone gal and whatever. So map it all out what you want it to say. Okay, like put a square. I want a picture of the warmer of the month here. I want a picture of a diffuser there. This is my favorite bar right now, blah, 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 blah. Have it mapped out however you want it, then literally just go and drag and drop it and edit it however you want to do it. And that would just be my best guess, because I literally, like I said, it took me 4 hours to teach myself how to do this one night, and I stayed up way too late and I got done. And now it's easy for me because every week I can just go in and edit it and copy and paste and send it to everybody that I want to and go from there. I know some people will do like just their 50 most recent purchases, or like if somebody just purchased from you last month, you can go through and you can individually click where it says that last purchase date. You can click, okay, everybody that ordered for me in January, I want to send this email to them. So maybe that's the other benefit of this being a one-on-one communication through an email. As far as compliance goes, to my knowledge, you can send things like if you want to do a personal special through this email because it's one-on-one. Okay, cool. Becca just confirmed. Yes. If you're doing that, you can do it that way. You can send your one-on-one communication. If you want to offer free shipping on whatever day you feel like it, or whatever it may be, check compliance. I'm not a compliance queen, so double check, make sure that everything that you're going to offer is okay. Don't go acting crazy and doing things you're not supposed to do, but double check it. And if it's okay, if it's a personal special, like Rebecca just confirmed, you can still offer it through here because it's a one-on-one communication from you to your customer. So those are the things like you can't post on Facebook. You can't post on a story, a social media, whatever. So we got a little over a minute left. So if we want to end now, we can. If anybody has anything else, comments, questions, concerns, last minute tidbit, I'll do my best.
I know a couple people had to get off early. Will you share the recording on both team pages, please?
I can do that. Do you want me to just post it in the comment from earlier?
That'd be perfect.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Haley, I know I stayed in time. You know, that's not me. So I'm gonna end it before it ends it on us. Okay. Love you guys. I'm gonna stop recording.